Hi, it's Carrie. I've noticed a lot of interest in the video I previously published on the Prisma flow diagram, and I looked at a specific version of the Prisma flow diagram. I went over this one, Prisma 2020, for new systematic reviews, which included searches of databases, registers, and other sources. So I thought I'd talk about the others today. I'm not going to make up numbers and walk through each of them. I want to show you that they exist and which ones you should use for which circumstances, and basically what they detail for your systematic review. They're pretty easy to find if you Google Prisma flow diagram. I'll put a link in the video description. The first one is for new systematic reviews, which included only searches of databases and registers. Let's take a look at what that looks like. Here's the flow diagram, and of course you can fill this out. You can use it for your purposes, which is to say you can customize it a little bit. But it is really nice to use these and not try to make your own. It's already been done. So the first part is identification of records from databases like PubMed, like Embase, like CINAHL, Scopus, the Cochrane Library, which contains Central and CDSR, systematic reviews, Web of Science, PsycInfo, so on and so forth. Registers are things like the clinicaltrials.gov website, the WHO, ICTRP. And so your search person, hopefully a librarian or someone with expertise in searching, is going to be keeping track of these numbers. And then you'll put your total here of database results, your total here of register results. And don't forget that the Prisma search extension asks you to keep track of results by database, which hopefully you're doing in your appendix and your narrative somewhere in your document. And then you'll be removing duplicates and you'll keep track of that. Records marked as ineligible by automation tools, and any records removed for other reasons. So then this number minus this box over here is what moves into title and abstract screening. And I'll say this again, which is that there's title and abstract screening, which means you're screening both the title and the abstract. You're not doing title screening and then abstract screening. It's not a two-step process, it's a one-step process. So title, abstract screening, and excluded, records sought for retrieval, which are ideally the ones that are going to go through full text screening, reports not retrieved. There are always going to be a number of papers that cannot be found, cannot be pulled, cannot be accessed for whatever reason. These are those. Then reports assessed for eligibility. These are the ones you read full text of and decide if they're going to be included in the review. You exclude them for reasons like wrong population, wrong intervention, whatever reasons you have for exclusion, which you have hopefully set out at the start. And then studies included in the review. So you might have 5 studies, but you might have 7 reports on those studies. And make sure you read the footnotes down here. They're going to give you a little bit more detail about how to report within your manuscript. Now let's go back to the other 2 that I haven't discussed. So this one I discussed in a video. I'll link it in this video. And this one is for updated systematic reviews for databases and registers. Now, I don't see this one around too often, but it is there if you need it. So you would have done a previous review and included, but then you do an update, and so it kind of gets filled out again over here. On the right side, we're going through title and abstract screening again, we're going through full text screening again, and we're adding new studies to the review. So that's that one. And the last one is pretty much the same thing, but instead of just databases and registries, it will be databases, registries, and other sources. So it really is a best practice to do citation searching, forward and backward citation searching, to maybe comb the web or familiar organizations in websites for additional content. And so it becomes even larger And we're doing the same thing, identifying in a previous study, adding from a new search and a new search of other methods, going through title and abstract screening, pulling full text reports, assessing those for eligibility, so full text screening, and again going through this to your final set of included studies. Read the footnotes, they're there for a reason. It's all here on the Prisma-statement.org, the Prisma flow diagram. There are 4 versions, and that's all I have to say about that. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.